Hello, my name is Dr. Steele, and welcome to Steele Mathematics, where lessons in Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Pre-Calculus, and Calculus are taught. And today, we're going to talk about simplifying expressions with exponents. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you the properties of exponents. So here are the properties of exponents. The first one says, when you multiply two powers of the same base, you add the exponent. The second one says, when you divide powers of the same base, you subtract the exponent. The third property said, when you raise a power to a power, you multiply the exponent. The fourth property, when you raise a product to a power, you raise both numbers to that power. The fifth one, when you raise a quotient to a power, you raise both numbers to a power. The sixth one, when you have a negative exponent, you make it positive by writing that power under 1. The seventh property, when you raise a quotient to a negative exponent, you make the exponent positive by flipping the quotient over. And finally, when you raise a number to the 0 power, it is 1. Now, there is actually one exception to this. 0 to the 0th power is undefined, but anything else raised to the 0th power is 1. So now what I'm fixing to do is I want to show you how to use these properties to simplify expressions with exponents. All right, so let's say you are to simplify, leave no negative exponents. Number 1, you have m to the 7th divided by n to the 2nd. This is a quotient. That means we subtract the exponent. 7 minus 2 is 5. Therefore, the solution is m to the 5th. Next, we have x to the negative 4th power. Remember, we don't want any negative exponents. So to make it positive, we write 1 over x to the 4th. And that's the solution. Number 3, we got 5y raised to the 3rd power. We got a product. That means everything you see in the parentheses, you're going to raise to the 3rd power. Therefore, 5 is raised to the 3rd power, and y is raised to the 3rd power. 5 to the 3rd is 125. Therefore, the solution is 125 y to the 3rd. Number 4, we have a to the 2/3 times a to the 1/4. And since we're multiplying, we're going to add the exponents. 2/3 plus 1/4 is 11/12. Therefore, the solution is a to the 11/12. Number 5, we have a product raised to the 7th power. Therefore, everything in that parentheses will be raised to the 7th power. Therefore, a will be raised to the 7th power. B will be raised to the 7th power. And C will be raised to the 7th power. Therefore, the solution is a to the 7th times b to the 7th times c to the 7th. On number 6, we have 6a to the 3rd times 5a to the 8th. First, we multiply the coefficients. 6 times 5 is 30, a to the third times a to the eighth, we add the exponents. Therefore, this is a to the 11th. Therefore, the solution is 30, a to the 11th. Number 7, we have xy raised to the 3/5 power. We're going to raise x to the 3/5 power. And we raise y to the 3/5 power. Therefore, the solution is x to the 3/5 times y to the 3/5. Finally, on number 8, we have u to the 11th divided by u to the 3rd. Since we're dividing, we subtract the exponents. Therefore, 11 minus 3 is 8. And therefore, the solution is u to the 8th. So to simplify expressions with exponents, all you got to do is follow the properties of exponents. And also, if you looked at the examples, we simplified it one property at a time. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day.